Previously on the Overtalking Podcast.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, you're here.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Where's Ken and CJ?
I'll start with this letter from Ken and CJ.
Oh, great.
They are. I was going to say they're sorry that they couldn't be there, but I don't think that that's true. So I'll read this and then you decide.
Okay.
To Cousin Mike.
That's me.
This is Ken and CJ writing to you from an undisclosed location. As of episode 270, we have been made aware that your borderline obsession with the Overtalking Podcast has led to you committing the crimes of breaking and entering, theft, impersonation, public indecency, and staying out past curfew. Per the Cook County Municipal Court, this is your final notice of a restraining order under the case number 6417B. Ken, last name redacted, and CJ, middle and last name redacted. We've been unable to reach you to serve this restraining order. There will be no additional notices. Failure to comply will result in immediate arrest. Warm regards,
Well, that's nice.
Ken and CJ.
Wow.
I don't know how the audio is in jail, but I think it's worth a try.
They have podcasts from jail.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Cereal? Okay.
I don't think
That's
that's
not
from
what that's
jail.
about.
Someone's a fan.
The original podcast.
Well, that's weird. I think I hear sirens, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no, why don't you just...
No,
just
I'm gonna go.
sit
Okay,
down.
bye.
Oh, God, no!
And now, on with the show.
All right, yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming over. CJ let me know that he's running a little late, but he said just, come in, get comfy, everything's set up. Yeah,
All right.
you want to just put those headphones on, take a seat, grab your mic.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
I'll be right back. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
A little bit.
Did that just lock?
From the outside?
I didn't think there was a lock, but yeah. Maybe that was
weird.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, how you been?
Not too bad. How about you?
Good. Doing cross stitch.
Oh, yeah?
You know that scene in Parks and Rec where he's doing the claymation and it's like only 1 second? He's been working on it for weeks and it's 1 second.
Where he's like, could a depressed person do this?
Exactly. That's me. I've done like 1 square inch and it's taken me 10 hours. So,
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, is that a phone?
Why is there a phone in here?
They don't have a landline.
Oh, it's
I
over
know
there.
that.
Hey,
What?
grab it. It's on the desk.
Okay. Well, hello?
Hey guys, it's your old pal,
Who is this?
Cousin Mike.
Cousin Mike.
What the hell?
Wait, let me put this on speaker really quick.
Hey there.
Oh my God.
Dude.
It's me, Cousin Mike.
I'm going to check the door. The door's locked.
No! That's...
Emily!
Emily, help!
Oh my God.
Thanks for taking the call. I can hear you guys got all set up. I can hear you crystal clear. I'm impressed by the landlines from Cook County Correctional Facilities.
Yeah, you sound kind of weird.
Yeah,
Why are you calling?
I don't know if you guys saw it. There's a new season of The Bear. And
Oh,
I figured,
God.
well, you know what that means. We got to talk about it, right? I wasn't going to let this whole little being in prison thing stop us from that.
How did I fall for this?
That was the whole thing, was getting him in prison so we didn't have to do this
I
again.
have not seen CJ since he got married.
Did you guys know they do podcasts in prison, too?
How did you... I have so many questions.
So Emily's in on this now, too?
Where is CJ?
Where is CJ?
I don't know. That's a good question. I was expecting him to at least visit me while I'm in here, and I haven't really seen anybody stop by.
Well, visiting people is hard.
And
in
with
prison,
the schedules,
I know.
it's,
It's like, yeah. and
visiting
it's-
hours.
It's all the way out there, too.
Oh, forget about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really right next to the L. You could literally get off and walk about 2 minutes. Actually, if you guys did want to head down to the LaSalle Van Buren stop, if you waved, I could probably see you from my window.
I think that's probably against the restraining order.
Oh, yeah, that. Does
Yeah.
that apply if I'm in here, though?
I'm not interested in finding out, frankly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fine. I should see you guys in a couple months if all these things keep going well anyway. So
There is a restraining order.
yeah, but I'll be out, and so then we can hang, and it'll be nice.
There's no seeing us. That's the thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to come down to the LaSalle Van Buren stop and wave, and then
Oh
I
my
can see you
God.
guys.
What are we doing here?
What-
This is the worst.
What is this?
It is so hot in here. She turned the air off and locked the door. Hey, try that window. My God, you're so weak.
I can tell it's not locked because it opened up a little bit. It's
Yeah.
just that I'm too weak.
Oh, jeez. Fine.
So how you guys been? Just wanted to do a general check-in, make sure I still sound like this, and that everything's going well.
You sound great, Cousin Mike.
Consistent as always.
Love to hear that.
God, would love to hear a supercut of all of your appearances. But anyways.
Yeah. So you're allowed to watch Hulu or FX in prison?
Oh, yeah. They got that. All the streaming services.
Really?
Yeah.
In your cell or just
No, it's
in
like
a rec room?
Yeah, rec room. You get it's like an hour or so each day. Me and the Beef Boys gather to watch the bear.
Don't ask him about
You're right. Let's move on.
Who's the Beef Boys? Oh, that's my gang of friends in here.
Is it actually a gang or are you using that word incorrectly?
I guess I would say it's a group of like-minded individuals.
Oh, a cult. What you mean to say is a cult. You're in a beef cult.
I didn't go to college. You'd know better than I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
Yeah, he missed that Cult 101 class we
Sure
all had
did.
to take.
Fun course.
Gen Ed.
Only in America.
I took a women in witchcraft course.
Same thing.
Is that
Yeah,
true?
that's true. That's real.
Specifically.
Yeah, it was
the
great.
whole course on the Salem witch trials, and that was it?
Basically, yeah, about women who would, swallow needles and stuff. And this woman was very into it. She wore eccentric hats and long dresses every day.
Wow.
Summer course. It was great. She was super weird.
What was the final like in that class?
I think it was a paper. I think we had to read a book and write a paper.
Or is it that you don't really remember? Cause
Or
there
you
was
cast a spell.
There was
It
a
was
seance.
That's what it was. Yep. And I paid money to take that course. And look at me now, Dad.
Was that one of the ones where it's kind of a difficult conversation to have with your parents who was like, and this is where the money is going? Huh?
Yeah. So what are you taking, honey? Oh, algebra, English, witchcraft.
What was that? What was the last one?
No. Oh, algebra? Yeah. I'm going to use it a lot.
Solve for X, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. You know how it goes.
That's nuts.
I also feel like algebra is pretty late to be taking that in college.
Hell yeah, it was. I took all of the easiest math courses because I knew that I was never going to use it. And joke's on you, I don't. There is a calculator on your phone all the time. Sorry, 5th grade math teacher, you were wrong. Yeah, that math class was taught by, he was a Chinese guy who, like, all of the teachers were there to do research. Nobody actually wanted to teach.
Yeah.
And it turns out Chinese characters look very much like numbers and letters. So it was impossible to read what he wrote on the board.
No.
But he gave everybody 10 points a day for coming to class. So if you just showed up, you could fail all of the exams and still pass.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he was just like, I know you people aren't going to use this. This doesn't matter.
I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here.
I want to be doing facts and figures in my tiny office in the admin building, please.
Here's some pity points.
Yeah, it's 100% what it was. It was great.
And you went to Harvard, right?
I sure did.
Well, you like to say a college outside of Boston, right?
Of course, I don't want to be pretentious about it. As a woman in witchcraft,
Don't let me draw that extra attention on yourself.
God forbid.
Literally. So, Mike, how's jail?
Actually, it's pretty great. I should be getting out on good behavior pretty soon.
That's surprising.
And as why do you say that?
I don't know. It's
Because of the
interesting.
crimes, Mike. Because of the crimes you've
well,
committed.
Yeah, I would say personally, I would say crime singular. I think is why I ended up here, but we don't have to go into that.
Because that's the only one that they tried you for so
Yeah.
far.
Look, I'm not a legal expert. My lawyer has explicitly advised that I don't discuss that matter. But ironically, part of the way to get out, part of my punishment is listening to this podcast. That seems to be
That sounds about
That
right.
tracks.
Yeah.
That would turn anybody straight for sure. Yep.
So I'm already kind of ahead of the curve at that point. I can quote most of the episodes. So they're like, all right, we'll carve off about 200 of those.
That is embarrassing. That's real rough.
Wouldn't be me.
Listen, I love CJ, but Jesus. Ken's pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah, Ken's great. What's
Yeah,
up?
Oh, I
Yeah.
love him. He's the best.
Yeah, he's
He's
got
kind of like the voice of the show.
yeah, he's got insightful things to say always.
Top
Yeah.
2 over-talking hosts, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, without a doubt. Although I love it when Emily's on.
Yeah. And hey, I gotta say, our episodes aren't too bad either.
Hey, am I right? I hate it here.
Do you guys want to hear an impression I've been working on, actually, since I've been listening to so many episodes?
Always.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Guess who I am? Hi, CJ. It's pretty good, right?
Well, it could be either of them.
It's tough. It's tough. They
You're
both
right.
do
The
say
moment they start the show, I can't address it and say,
Yeah.
just saying hello to whoever's there.
Boy, tough call. Is it? Can it be multiple choice?
Yeah, let me think. All right, then we're going with A is Ken, B is CJ, C is Overtalking Overlord Porpo, and D is Emily.
Okay, one thing I learned in college is you always go C on multiple choice answers.
Orpo will not return my phone calls.
I
I'm
think
kind
it's
of
because he
upset.
passed away. Didn't he?
Is that the one who's done?
Didn't one of them? I think Porpo.
Well, given that I
What's
just
the
said
canon?
I memorized the
What's
episode,
the canon?
Yeah, you should know, Mike.
yeah, I probably should know.
No, all right, 10 more years in prison because you can't
I think
remember.
I think he did. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay, but is it B though?
I think it's B.
I'm going with B.
Which one was B?
CJ.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
All right, does that mean the episode's over? Usually there's multiple choice at the end, and
And then ratings.
yeah.
All right, and then this is just a note for future CJ. If you can put like a game show winning noise where I said ding ding ding, that would be great.
Good call. It's good. Leaving notes for CJ in
Yeah.
post. Where is CJ?
Speaking of,
So how many more seasons of The Bear you think they're gonna make?
God,
Well, at this rate,
I don't actually want to talk about the show, but God, when the to be continued came up at the end of the last episode, I was pissed.
I can't express how little happened
Yeah.
in this. Truly,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
No plots move forward other than the woman, spoiler, having the baby.
Yep.
And who gives a fuck?
They set up so many pressure cookers at the beginning of the season. Like, she's pregnant. There's going to be a review at some point. They're low on money. And like,
He's maybe gonna leave.
yeah, and only some of them get paid off. And it's like, I don't even care about any of that stuff.
Nope.
Normally, I praise the show and absolutely love it, but in this case, I am 100% with you that nothing happened.
Yeah.
What a waste. And you're right. To leave it on to be continued, absolutely not.
Kind of just annoying. Like we know.
Obviously.
You don't even have to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered if it was like they were going to be real nice to be like, to be continued. We're actually putting out 10 more episodes of this season because nothing happened.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be 10 more? Do we know?
I didn't want to watch this. So I
know.
certainly didn't do any research.
Yeah, probably, right? It's won so many awards.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not going
For
to stop
a
now.
air quote comedy.
Not at all. Not funny.
No.
I have said this in episodes previous that it feels like they're letting these not very good actors improvise
Yes.
too much, that it feels like you're trying to be Seinfeld-y in the middle of this like very serious show in moments where it's not appropriate to be goofing. They're
Yeah.
goofing. And the relationship, okay, what's the big guy mustache? That guy?
Fact.
Is that his name?
Maddie Matheson's his
Maddie
real name,
Matheson,
right?
yeah.
But-
Yeah. Him and the other guy. First of all, where did that guy come from?
Yeah.
And why are they?
Yeah, he's a regular now.
Why are there just like it's just 5 minutes of goofs every
know.
episode between them that do nothing to move the plot forward, aren't funny, aren't relevant. Like, what? Who's that for? Them, I guess.
Yeah.
I would watch an entire season of the pastry chef traveling around Europe learning skills.
Yeah.
That, I think, is still maybe one of my favorite episodes.
That'd be great. Or can we go back to seeing the inside of a bunch of Chicago restaurants? Can we go back to the focus on making fancy food? Nothing happened. None of that happened.
The one redeeming quality related to that, I will say, is, especially in the second episode, tons of very, very beautiful shots of Chicago that I loved. There were actually shots inside restaurants and stuff. Everyone was waving. That was cool. I was very into that. And I especially loved it because that is my friend Amy who shot those scenes
very cool.
in The Bear. Yeah. So
Why isn't Amy here?
yeah, we should get Amy on the pod.
What the hell? Why do you have me? Why do you have this bozo doing this? You should have somebody who actually was on the show.
So it's like, okay, there are talented like local crew working on this show, at least for the Chicago stuff. That is like the one point I can give like credit to. Everything else, God, I know people like this guy, but when John Cena showed up, I just was like, fuck this. Fuck this guy.
Why?
I hate him so much. I hate his face. That put me over the top. I was like, yeah.
I kind of like John Cena and will gladly watch any dumb action movie he is in, but I totally agree. It was like, you don't need him in this.
Stop.
Why?
What is he doing here?
Yeah.
No.
I think I'm more and more, as I've gotten older in my advanced wisdom, firmly believe more and more we should be giving roles to like non-known actors. Like, give them a chance. We don't need one of the most famous people to pop in to do a 5-minute scene and be like, oh, cool, that guy's here now.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you're the director, if you're a producer, and John Cena comes to you and is like, "Hey, I love your show. I'd love to do a little guest spot." Are you gonna tell him no?
Yeah, you got to say yes.
Because then I'll wrestle you. I'll probably fight you.
Sure, but how will you find him?
Can't see him.
Can't see him. Yeah, I understand why they would put big names and big faces in the show, but it's starting to feel. One of my critiques very early on was it feels like a college project.
Yep.
It feels like the writing is bad, the acting is bad. It is a lot of it is beautifully produced. Beautifully shot. I'll give you that. But like the further away we get, where it's like, sure, anybody, come on in.
Yes.
We'll make all kinds of different genres and plots, and it's going to be absolute gobbledygook. Nothing will get done, but people are going to love it, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we just heard from Emily that the reviews say people are noticing, oh no, please stop. Go back to talking about food and opening a restaurant.
That's good to hear. I was not aware of that. But yeah, that especially, I totally get you have this ensemble and you're like, maybe we should explain how they know each other.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Do we need an entire episode to one character's backstory so that the entire season is just backstory?
Yeah.
I think the answer is no. I don't
But that's
think we need that.
that's one of those signs that like they're running out of content, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Netflix shows did that. Like Orange is the New Black comes to mind, where they had entire episodes dedicated to each character of like, we're really going to draw this one out. You could just move the plot forward.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
We could look to the future
Yeah.
of these characters, what's going to happen.
Right.
What
What's
is
currently happening. That'd be great.
Yeah, put some like craft into teaching us about this person through the art of the plot moving forward instead of
Through
Novel
their
concept.
interactions.
stopping down
Yeah.
and being like, let's make a whole movie about how Han Solo got his name. Like,
Yeah.
no one wants that.
$400 million.
Yeah.
Leave it to the Brits to make excellent, concise television.
6 episodes a season. That's
Yeah.
it. That's your get in. We're off to the races. Something I have been enjoying lately in my time here is a British show called Slow Horses. That is a like MI5 spy mystery show. First episode, in the first 10 minutes, mystery is established. the rest of the series solving the thing or being the heroes or whatever, and it comes to a nice round conclusion. You're like, that was great. I was along for the ride the entire time. Can't wait to see what they're doing next season. Perfect.
Nice.
Love that.
I have to look into that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're stuck with this shit.
Right. At the promise of getting to hang out with CJ and Emily, who has now held us hostage, and CJ, who has not been present in my life since he got married. I've seen you more than I've seen him.
I know. Who wants that?
I agree wholeheartedly. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
You don't have the same animal magnetism that CJ has that he brings to the table.
And speaking of the British content that is superior, have you guys seen this classic movie, Paddington 2? I think he's from Downtown Abbey or something like that.
I have not seen it, but I know it's critically acclaimed and people love to cry about it.
Same. Yeah, I have not seen it, but...
Do I need to see Paddington 1 in order to understand?
Not really, but
No.
I would recommend it. It's
Okay.
also good. A friend of mine watched them both in one day.
A friend of yours.
Yeah. Actually, I think they did it on this very show. I've heard on the show that they watched the movie, recorded an episode, and then watched the second movie and recorded an episode, and that was their entire day.
Was this CJ?
Yes.
We also know CJ, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to say a friend of yours. Also, he's your cousin.
Yeah, he's your cousin. He's our cousin.
Yeah, my cousin, the secondary character of the show.
So we're back to that old chestnut.
I bring it up because that's kind of what my life has been like lately in the jail. I'm kind of acting as well, you haven't seen the movie, I'll explain it. Paddington 2, spoilers, ends up in jail. Neither of you have seen this, huh?
No.
Nope.
Sorry. I feel like it would have been real good if
probably.
even just one of us had seen it.
Do you also wear a bucket hat? Doesn't the tiny bear wear a bucket hat?
Well, not in prison.
Oh, of course
He has a
not.
little prison hat.
But always headgear. Always.
I think he's balding. Maybe that's what's going on.
Well, Eric's wearing a helmet.
Why
so-
would you wear a hat if you're balding?
What
That's-
a nightmare.
I
What
don't
kind
know.
of idiot?
I don't know anything about that. Do you guys get little prison hats?
Yeah.
Oh.
What I was going to say is I've been working in the kitchen because obviously I have that skill set.
Sure.
Also absorbing it from the bear. That's how skills work. You watch somebody do it, and therefore you have that skill.
Wait a minute. Can you remind me of your title at Jeans?
It definitely was senior rooftop sausage guy.
Sorry, one more time?
Yeah.
The senior rooftop sausage guy
Got it.
at
Perfect.
Jeans. That was so long ago, man.
That was a long time ago.
Ironically enough, the warden's name is Gene. I just can't get away from this guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'm in the kitchen, I'm helping out, I'm making sausages, tell them how to spice it up, how to get that snap.
So you're making sausages.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you're working with Gene.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm working with him. He's the warden and tells me what to do.
You guys are
You're an
colleagues.
inmate.
Yeah,
Your coworker, Gene.
me and my coworker Gene, best pals.
Interesting. And the sausages, they don't just ship in boxes of sausages. You're making fresh sausage
I demanded it.
at the. You can make demands at the.
And
Yeah,
they
I got
listen
a
to you.
petition going, and they were like, "Hey, if you're gonna do the work, sure, why not?"
What kind of meat you got in there?
Beef.
Just beef.
Yeah,
Beef only.
we do get some Vienna beefs.
How's that different?
Oh, it's the best beef.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's the only difference.
Just that it's the best.
high quality ingredients, high quality food. That's how it works.
Is Vienna? They're the Vienna sausages, right? Vienna beef. Is that because of where they're from? Are they from Vienna? What? Why do they? Is that a guy's name who started Vienna beef?
Cause Mike.
Don't you know everything about Chicago?
It's a Chicago staple.
That doesn't answer my question.
They're Vienna beef hot dogs. That's where the beef comes in. It's beef.
I'm
hot
asking where the Vienna comes from, not where the beef
I probably
comes from.
studied abroad or something and came back and was like, yeah, I like
You
that
put you put it in between a bun and you put some stuff on it. It's a hot dog.
I'm familiar with what a hot dog is. I'm asking about the Vienna part.
You got the tomato slice, the celery salt, the green relish, the mustard,
I
They're pretty good. You should,
pepper.
you should try them.
desperately need new friends.
poppy seed bun.
I got a friend of the pod, Matt Alanis, for his recent birthday. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy belated.
I got him a glizzy candle. It is a hyper-realistic candle that is shaped like a hot dog, a Chicago-style dog.
It smells.
And it smells like a hot dog.
Yeah.
It is so stinky. I bought it. His birthday's in July. I bought it in March.
Oh, no.
I had to quadruple wrap it and put it in a Tupperware in my closet because it smelled so strongly.
Oh my gosh.
All of my clothes smelled like hot dogs. Sorry to all my friends who have ever seen me ever or befriended me for any reason.
Yeah, it was the candle.
Sorry, it's a candle. I went to Vienna and I bought a candle. Yeah, he loved it. No, I think he threw it away. Wouldn't you?
Too stinky.
Did he at least light it and then throw it away?
It smells like hot dogs.
I feel like I'd still be curious.
Oh, God.
Like, it already smells like hot dog. All right, let's see what happens if I like this bad boy.
You know
oh,
when-
wow, it really smells like hot dog.
You know when you've been away from your house for a long time and then you come home and you're like, oh my God, my house smells like this? Could you imagine having a hot dog candle lit all day and you leave and come back and you're like, oh my God. Oh no, God, please. You have to open every window for 3 years.
That is a kind of a fear of mine. Is I feel like anytime I leave and come back, I'm like, I feel like it does kind of smell in here. I've just been used to this.
Yeah, you just grow accustomed to, yeah.
Like nose deaf.
What do you,
Smells.
yeah. Oh, was that Febreze? No, what was there? Febreze had a slogan that was similar to that for a while.
Febreze, nose deaf.
Yeah, it was something like that. Mm-hmm.
Nose
Were you-
Death is one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, yeah?
He stinks.
Come on! I was asking Eric earlier if he had ever taken any sort of comedy classes, and I think the results speak for themselves.
The answer was no. In case anyone's curious.
I'll be here all night. Perfect.
Because most deaf. Ah.
That's that's not even his name anymore. So it's not even a great joke if you can believe it.
A mystery. Uh-huh.
So what are you hoping for the future of this show? What are we going to see next time?
Cancellation.
More backstory.
For overtalking? It's not our pod.
Cancellation.
Across the board.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What do you guys want to see as the future of overtalking?
I really like the trivia. I think you guys should do more trivia.
More Ken. 2 Kens.
More trivia. Pretty satisfied where sometimes there's 2 questions. The second section of trivia.
I would love to see a little more CJ in this podcast, frankly.
Yeah.
Getting pretty sick of this shit.
Specifically the ones that we're on. That would be great.
Yeah. Or can I just come back alone? Will that bring CJ back?
Just in a room by
Is it-
yourself, like not even Ken or anything.
I've got some stuff to say to that guy for sure. Yeah. We used to be friends. What happened? What did I do to deserve this?
Definitely is not smelling like a hot dog. That's not the reason.
I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight.
Yeah, we might have actually just solved it.
All right, I'll switch deodorants.
Do you guys remember last time we talked about the
No.
future of AI?
Oh, God, yeah.
Boy, I don't.
Where it was like just becoming a thing, and
Yeah.
now we can't get away from it.
It's still annoying to hear about. I will say that.
Yeah.
I do. Am I delusional? Don't answer that. And thinking that, or like feeling like people very quickly were like, this is the future. And then very quickly we're like, this sucks. This tool is garbage.
Yes. Not enough people have said
Sure.
that, in my opinion, but yes.
I feel like as soon as Google started doing the thing where at the top of the search results,
Yeah.
it was like, eat a bunch of eggs if you already have diarrhea. Just eat several raw eggs because Reddit
Yeah.
trolls everybody. And they're
Yep.
like, have you tried eating an entire box of Crayola crayons?
Yeah, it's like eating glue is healthy. It's like, what?
Oh, thank you, Google. No, no notes.
If only the tool was capable of just kind of categorizing medical questions and just says no. Like, we're not doing that. Go seek help.
Thanks, Overlord.
Porpo?
R.I.P.
Call me back.
I think he's dead. He's dead.
They have ways. I took women in witchcraft. He could use a Ouija board.
Was your field trips like going on a seance?
Did you go on a lot of field trips in college?
Yeah.
Big field trip guy?
Does it count if you're just kind of walking through the forest alone?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then no.
Yeah. Unless you were, what would be a degree for that? Being an arborist?
Major in Blair Witch Project.
Ah, yes, of course. I actually only minored in that, so I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah. Never did a thesis.
Didn't make little sculptures out of sticks and stones.
I did not. No.
We're trying too hard, huh?
Rarely. Rarely, if ever. So what's your plan? What's next for you, Cousin Mike?
Probably fully get promoted to executive chef in the prison. So that's like a strict all beef diet, I think is the way to go there.
That's how you get the promotion?
No, once I have that power, I will enact my vision.
That's great. You know, that's real bad for your arteries. So maybe that's a blessing in disguise.
Actually, yeah, maybe we should encourage.
Yeah. Good for you. Get that promotion.
Cool.
Probably be jacked by the time I get out. All the weightlifting. Love getting paid, 10 cents an hour for my chores.
Seems high. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably make my way to seeing you guys and get that band back together, hanging out.
Okay, your turn.
There seems to be a very key part of this that you're not grasping, which is that we don't want to see you. And in fact, legally, you're not supposed to do that.
I thought this restraining order was just for Ken and CJ, if memory serves.
I had an amendment added to get us on the restraining order.
Oh, okay. That was left out of the episode.
There's been a lot of gray area. Also, there are several other crimes that are still in the hopper for you, waiting trial. So it's good that they're doing one at a time. Maybe that will lengthen the sentence.
Yeah.
I can't believe they made it illegal to party. I mean, can you blame a guy for just having fun?
They caught you with 40 pounds of cocaine.
That wasn't mine.
Whose was it?
The Beef Boys.
From prison?
These beef boys.
That's how they're in here, too.
Got it. Yeah, because you all got caught with an igloo full of cocaine.
If anything, people should be impressed by that.
Sure.
That we stacked it and shaped it like an igloo.
Listen, you can do
That's
anything
fun.
with enough cocaine.
Come on, that's fun.
Make it in any shape.
It's fun.
Sure. That wasn't a great defense, though. You know.
Just shouting.
Come on! Come on! It's fun!
That's fun.
People like it!
You can't tell me that's not fun.
Cops are really amenable to that argument. Come on. Okay.
They're very amenable in general.
Oh, yeah.
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 Good-
Reasonable.
real good guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. Again, no notes. Oh, man. It's funny to think about being canceled as somebody who has no fans.
Are we talking about this show again or the bear?
Either way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's in store for you guys, huh?
I got a lot of time on my hands. I'm going to continue to make just immense, incredible progress on this cross stitch. I think at this rate, it will take me no less than 4 years to finish this 18 by 17 or whatever sized thing. Why have I done this? I'm in my 30s. Why am I giving up so early? Somebody invite me to a movie or something, please.
I've heard on this show you don't even like movies.
I don't, but I gotta break this spell somehow.
Did you know that apparently Fall Guy is one of the biggest box office bombs?
Really?
Bombs?
Yeah,
It was okay.
I had a blast.
I heard that movie was good. I didn't see it.
It was all right.
That's fun.
Predictable.
That's fun. Come on. That's fun.
Better than Long Legs for sure. Jesus.
Haven't seen it. Too scared.
I
It's
kind of
bad.
liked Long Legs, but I was lukewarm on it more than I thought I was going to be.
What a thrilling review.
I liked it, but not as much as I thought.
Which puts it to where in the...
I think I gave it 4 out of 5.
That's high.
That's really high.
Yeah, no, that's too high. I think it was 3.5.
Not good. And not scary.
Not scary. Yeah, it wasn't great. You guys want to talk about Long Legs?
Yeah. All right, let's cut this episode and do a second. Can you call CJ, please? Is he okay?
I would if I could.
You don't have your phone?
No.
Oh my God, she took our phones. Oh God, it's so hot in here.
Why do they have yonder bags in their apartment for us to lock up our phones?
So weird.
They're big fans of Chappelle, I hear. Really taking off their hip.
Who isn't?
kind of the trendsetter for a lot of things.
Chappelle
boy.
Roan, yeah, I love some of her songs.
She's the best. Chappelle Roan. She's great. Man, do you see those crowds?
Yeah.
Impressive.
I had a panic attack just looking at that picture.
Yeah. God, I just was trying to think about, like, I went and saw Green Day at Wrigley the other
Thanks
day.
for the invite.
You're welcome. You didn't invite me to anything ever, so you're welcome. He asked for people to clap a lot. And just even where we were, it's already on a delay. Can you imagine singing Hot to Go and you are 4 measures behind because you are so far away from the stage? You've just started spelling and they're on to the next line.
I always remember that as this is a very relatable experience, but being in marching band and having the drum major is conducting at the front of the field, and you're all the way back there, and you're like, well, that's not in time with what I'm playing. So I was kind of just doing my own thing.
Sounds like you were incorrect. Sounds like you were doing a bad job. As somebody who was a drum major, fucking nerd.
How did you account for the conducting?
How did I account for the conducting?
You just did your thing, and people figured it out. I guess it's not your job.
It's literally your job.
How did you account for the 30 feet delay between you and the people?
Yeah.
You're looking at my hands. What do you mean? There's no delay in my hands. How much weed were you smoking as you were playing this drum?
When I was 15?
Yeah.
Probably too much.
Yeah, that's the whole point of having them up there is that you're all seeing the same thing.
You're going to cut all this out, right?
Me, I have no control over that. I don't know.
Leave a note for CJ.
Yeah.
Cut the
And
last
edit.
39 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, it'll definitely be shorter than that. I can guarantee you that.
Thank God. I said some stuff about cops. Cut it, please.
It's going to be a 2-minute bleep.
It's just the phone ringing, and that's it's us thanking Emily, the phone ringing, and nothing else. Perfect episode.
Hey, well, what's that? What's that, guys? Oh, guys, sorry. I think the Beat Boys are calling me. We got to, make a shiv or something. I can't hear what they're saying. So I got to go. But I will see you two very soon.
No, that's not how that.
No.
Very
You can't
soon.
do that.
No.
Maybe in a month or two.
Wait,
Hopefully.
his
No.
they give him a lot of time on the phone there.
Actually,
isn't
yeah,
it? Isn't
good
it
point.
usually 15 minutes at a time or something?
Also, doesn't someone have to be paying for this phone call? Isn't that a big thing too? Is these
Who
phone
is
calls?
funding this
Yeah.
guy?
I know a guy.
Oh no, is it the Beef Boys?
It's one of the Beat Boys.
Oh no.
God,
Spicy, that's his name.
spicy.
Oh no, spicy.
Wow, that has a real snap to it.
How'd you know the other name?
Oh God.
Okay, bye.
Where is he? What? He's leaving? What are we supposed to do?
I guess hang up the phone at least.
All right.
So what happens now?
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was edited and produced by me, the other one who is not Ken. Special thanks to my good buddies Lauren Showen and my brother Eric. The music you're hearing right now was done by the very handsome and talented Justin Peters. See you next week. Love you. Bye.